What Amit Jamai said, viewers, Samajwadi Party. Listen, and I want to bring in Rashmi Samant and I want to ask her, what is informing this particular sectarian point of view? Listen first, viewers.
नरेंद्र मोदी के राज में अल्पसंख्यक सुरक्षित नहीं है। हमारा ये कहना है समाजवादी पार्टी के लोगों का कि जब वो दशकों से वहाँ पे रह रहे हैं तो आपको उजाड़ने का कोई अधिकार नहीं है। और समाजवादी पार्टी ये जानती है कि रेलवे का जो निजीकरण है उसकी ज़मीनें प्राइम लैंड हैं, ये किसी न किसी पूंजीपति को देने के लिए गरीब मुसलमानों को, गरीब कोई भी हो, उसको उजाड़ने का काम हल्द्वानी में जो हो रहा है। समाजवादी पार्टी पूछना चाहती है इस देश की हुकूमत से, शहंशाह से, कि आप उनका धर्म जो भी हो, उनके बच्चे, उनके बूढ़े, उनकी माएँ रात में कड़ाके की ठंड में बैठे हैं और शहंशाह सो रहा है दिल्ली में।
Viewers, completely communalize this eviction drive. You're asking the government of the day when it is actually the courts that have taken a position.
Why the government showing a tough ear?
It is following the law of the land, sir. Asif Sohail Saab, it is following the law of the land. Do you want your government to reduce this country to a banana republic? Tomorrow someone will go and squat inside the parliament. आप उनको दे देंगे क्योंकि बाहर ठंड है बहुत।
क्यों दिल नहीं है क्या? प्रधानमंत्री को दिल नहीं है क्या?
सर, अवैध काम कोई करे,
टूटने का दर्द जानते हैं आप। आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाट्स गोइंग एवरीवेयर। इतने 4,500 लोग रोड के ऊपर मर रहे हैं तो क्यों नहीं आ रहे हैं आगे प्रधानमंत्री? आकर बोल देना कि ये घर हम दे रहे हैं आपको, रेगुलाइज करेंगे हम, बता।
सर, आप अपना घर ही दे दीजिए।
भाषणों में, जुमलों में बोलेंगे क्या?
आपका दिल इतना बड़ा, आप अपना घर दे दीजिए। आसिफ सोहेल साहब,
बराबर मेरा घर तो खुला है, आइए ना।
That's the problem. You see, viewers, here is the problem. The taxpayer, the public interest will suffer twice over because there are certain people who want to regularize an irregularity. 1 minute, let me bring in 1 second. There is also the Congress MLA joins us, but before I go to him, I want to bring in Rashmi Samant. Rashmi Samant, what do you make of this argument that the government is heartless, that it has got a problem against, or the state is heartless, including the courts, has got a problem against the minority community? It wants to, in some way, change the demographics of this area so it can win elections. What do you make of this?
Well, thank you for having me here. The first point that I'd like to make is that of the eviction notices handed out, 1,000 Hindu families have been handed out eviction notices. It's not 1 or 2 families just for the sake of political propriety. 1,000 Hindu families. So the use of Islamophobia bogeyman is just being used because it's been a tried and tested method of creating outrage, not just nationally, but internationally. The moment the Islamophobia narrative is sparked in India, you find allies across the world. So that's basically what's happening here. It is being used to evoke a Shaheen Bagh-like sentiment. It is being used to create international outrage. Secondly, the land that we're talking about here is railway land. And I think we can all agree that, it is a safety concern to have encroachers on railway land. It is also a key infrastructure point, and we cannot simply have encroachers building up, property on railway land, and it can lead up to serious repercussions for our very country. So I think this type of politicization by nefarious groups and acceptance of nefarious activities only goes on to show how low opposition is willing to stoop and the kind of crimes that they're willing to unsee just to stay in power. And this is alarming to every taxpaying and, a citizen of India, because the kind of opposition we have here is willing to bend backwards